Home Improvement, Wilson, Earl
Yep.
Hindman, the neighbor, and you
Yeah.
did see
You
him.
kind of saw him, but you didn't see him.
He was always,
Yeah.
usually the top portion of his
Yeah.
face
The
appeared over the
fence
backyard.
philosopher.
All right. But occasionally I used to like it when he wasn't behind the fence, and they would still come up with these ingenious ways to hide half of his face. So we never saw what that neighbor looked like.
Yeah.
And of course, Tim Allen, the philosopher, he's a comedic philosopher anyway. And he just used that character to do some philosophizing. How much did you watch Home Improvement? Was that one of your shows?
Yeah, that was one of the shows because the kids were young and that's sitcom they could watch, so that was one we
I,
watched.
I always thought
That
it
was like
was.
like late '80s to early '90s, so it was
Yeah,
still
yeah,
running. When
yeah.
my kids were little.
And a real creative show. It really was a creative show. You just
Hmm.
just like the little scene changes, the shapes and something in the scene would pop out and bring in the next scene, and
Hmm.
so the graphics were really good, and things like the neighbor with the fence and all that, and then some of the philosophy they worked in. I mean, the neighbor Wilson was a philosopher himself, and would talk about Plato and Socrates, and of course Tim played
Yeah,
the dumbhead. That was a great
yeah,
character that
he
Tim.
would bring up that Confucius, Socrates, everybody.